figures don't have narratives in this register as to what they were meant to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, Ellen, when we talk about, so let's take, for example, the Talanta Stadium. There is a contractor, right?
Yeah.
There is the owner of the project, which is the government of Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
We have the person who's funding the project, which is the person who's giving the loan. And all these people have contracts.
Yeah.
And these contracts then would be used to explain the cost of the project, because that is why we have the contracts now. In an explanation that would make Kenyans be comfortable is by releasing these contracts. Have you been able to come across these contracts that explain the initial amount that was supposed to construct this?
No.
So that means even in the reports that we have today, the information that you do have, there is no contract to explain the expenditure or the reason of borrowing, because the government of Kenya has not released the contracts.
Trust me, with the money they come across, they would be a bit reluctant to release them.
Why would you conclude that?
If you can't explain inflation and why that inflation appeared, then why would I make a contractor that maybe it's in my benefit public to you?
Have you made requests for these contracts to be made available to you? Because one would say for you to be able to give an explanation is to have the contract, and for these contracts not to be given to you, what explanation has been given as to why perhaps Kenyans do not have access to them?
Sometimes I think they take those contracts and twist them to this thing we call PPPs, so they make them public to show, a certain government is here constructing this, but this is the amount, that's it. Yeah.
So where are you getting all of this information from? All of this information where you find and you're looking at amounts coming in and all of, where do you get all this information from?
We have the budget reports that are yearly given. We have audit reports. We have the CBK baseline, in as much as sometimes it's, you open today, it's hanging tomorrow, it's there. We try our best. Yeah.
So you can't make anything conclusive from what you found, is what you're saying?
I can make a lot conclusive.
Okay, so let's go through some of those now, for example. What are some of the conclusions that you've been able to find, or that you've been able to arrive at based on what you've been able to find? So this comes from the CBK baseline survey.
Yes.
This comes from whatever else is in the
Audit
public,
reports,
from audit reports, from the Office of the Auditor General, right? So you don't have access. You don't have access to particular accounts to then be able to see what has happened. Okay, so this comes from those two sources. So now, based on that, from your conclusion, what have you been able to, or rather from your findings, what have you been able to conclude?
Politicians waste a lot of money. Public funds, it's like a meal to politicians. We misuse funds very badly. At the county level, at the CDF level, it's bad. That's one. Secondly, if we don't stop borrowing, the next international lender will also walk away. We are not keeping up with interests. We are not repaying loans in full. Information about how we are paying those loans are not open for everyone to read. Actually, that's my problem. These reports should just be there. If I want access to it, I just read it directly. I don't have to go through corners to get what a Kenyan citizen should just read. It's taxpayers' money. Why are you hiding information about it? Why is there a lag at the CBK baseline? With the money we opulently see people use out here, some systems should be better. Actually, the best.